What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am here today to bring up some stocks that I have already mentioned in the channel because I think they are presenting some buying opportunities for us all. Of course, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just here to let you guys know about the things that I am buying, selling, and stocks that I'm very interested in. So, as I've mentioned recently, a couple videos ago, I talked about Fubo stock. So, when we talked about Fubo, it was, I think, in the $39 range. So, it was on Friday, sometime during the weekend. And since then, we've seen it go up 57% in just a few days, which is pretty dang ridiculous. So ever since its peak, though, like all other stocks that run up very quickly, we see people take their profits and sell off. So we've seen a 15.38%, and this was just today as people started taking their profits. And again, as people see a stock falling, they keep selling because they start getting afraid, they get scared, which is exactly what we like to see as investors who are looking for long-term plays. So for FuboTV, I think this pullback presents a great starting position if you have not started one yet. And so what does that mean to me? I know for a fact that this stock has hit $62.15. So that makes me pretty confident that it's going to probably retest that point of resistance, correct? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just kind of what I've been reading about and looking at different stocks and plays, we know that that is a point of resistance, and that's a point where people sold their stock. So what does that mean? Like other stocks that are, again, more long-term growth stocks, like Fubo TV, I think that it's obvious that a stock will run back up to its point of resistance. And if it can get through that point, we see it kind of parabolically increase. So we can see 70, 80, 90, $100, who knows? Again, its current market cap is 3.55 billion. So still relatively small for a company in this space. We see companies, 15, $20 billion range. So again, we could see things like 5, 6, 7x in price. Again, that is more for long-term plays. And what I always do with these kind of stocks is I like to start a position. And I think right now this is starting to present an opportunity in addition to the one that I mentioned in the past at the $39 mark. So if you didn't get to buy in then, we might see more of a pullback. But I think now that it's down on discount 15% off, why not go ahead, start a position, and then slowly average down if it pulls back. So don't put in all your money. So just for an example, if you have $1,000 you want to invest, I'd say divide that into 3. So $333, go ahead and start your position with $333. If it goes down some more to maybe the $45, $40 range, go ahead, drop another $333. And then last but not least, if we see it anywhere under 30, kind of in these prices here from last week, boom, we're going to do another $333 because again, we're averaging down. That's how averaging down works. So I think this is a great opportunity to go ahead and start a position because if you're long-term on Fubo and if all the different things like the Motley Fool, very, investment experts, different news sources saying that this is potentially like buying Netflix 10 years ago. Yes, that might be a stretch, but I still think that this is a great opportunity for us, especially as small guys, small investors who didn't get the opportunity to invest in companies like, again, Amazon, Netflix, et cetera, et cetera. I want to use Netflix as an example because this is in that same space. Second, So Opendoor Technologies went public very recently, and we know with anything that goes public, of course, there's some volatility. So we saw ups and downs all the way up to about $32 and a pretty decent sell-off of about 15%, very similar to Fubo, a 15% pullback. So what does that mean for me from its all-time high? I think this presents, again, another opportunity to buy in. I did already start a position, full disclosure, and I bought in, I think it was around, maybe it was in the $28 range. So again, I am down on my position from my initial investment. But what am I doing? As I mentioned, I'm going to be averaging down. I never go all in on an investment unless I know for a fact that, okay, it's right now like a SPAC, for example, it's in around the $10 mark. Then I'll pretty much say, okay, it can't go any lower than that. So I'm going to put in as much money as I can, and I'm willing to lose on this investment. Because again, with investing, we know that there's a risk that comes with it. You could lose your money. But if you're long on these plays and you can see that the fundamentals and the companies that we want to put our money in are things that we could see growing long term, and these are businesses that are going to be expanding from here on out, I think it's kind of a no-brainer to, instead of keeping money in the savings account, put it into the market. So again, do your own research. Please seek a financial advisor. I'm just here educating you all on the things that I am seeing and I am reading. But again, with Opendoor Technologies, the iBuying type aspect that they have. What they do is, again, just a quick recap. I mentioned this in previous videos. They buy homes for, pretty much within 24 hours of you uploading images, uploading this information about the home. They'll give you an offer within 24 hours of you posting it. They fix up the house and resell it. So they flip homes, and that's what they do as a company. And so far, if we're comparing it to things like Zillow, so I'll go ahead and just pull up Zillow real quick here. Zillow stock price. We could see its market cap is $32.96 billion. So we'll say around 33 billion. Go back to Open, 14 point, not even half, less than half. So Opendoor has a lot of room to grow. So again, if you haven't started a position, it's not financial advice, but I think it's a great time to open a position. Average down if it keeps pulling back, and if it doesn't, ride the wave and be happy that you started a position when you did. And we might have to average up at some point. So again, thank you all for tuning in. I'm very happy with how much people have been, again, liking, subscribing to the channel, commenting. I love interacting with you all. So thank you. And, until next time, keep investing.